So Nikisha, I've been thinking a lot about the concept of having a social home. There's an activist, his name is Kevin Adler, and he talks about this all the time. When you go to a networking event or you go to a social event and you meet people, you ask them about where they're from. If they have a family, what do they do for a living? You don't have a preconceived notion of who they are. Versus when you're on the street and you meet someone who's experiencing homelessness, society has already defined their identity. You already have a preconceived notion of who they are. And that's challenging, right? Because these are people that have a family, maybe, have friends, a community. They are the son of someone. They may be the father or mother of someone, the cousin or friend of someone. I wanted to ask you about the effort that SAMMinistries is pushing forward in terms of building community and a sense of belonging for people that are experiencing homelessness here in San Antonio.
Well, you see it in encampments with the unsheltered quite a bit, right? There's not typically one person who's living on the street by themselves. It's 3, 4, 10. Maybe they've built a camp that has as many as 30 people who are living there together, looking out for one another, protecting one another, ensuring that they all eat, all of those things. And so we recognize that having a support system is equally important to health and wellness and overall well-being as having a roof over your head. One of the things that SAMMinistries is doing is piloting a model where 2 individuals will live together in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Oh, wow.
As roommates, right, to help them build that sense of community. We also engage the volunteer community to come in and help us bring book studies and Bible studies and all types of social support activities that help build sense of community amongst our clients. We know that for those families who are just one paycheck away from homelessness, often the social system, the social supports that they have is what helps keep them in their homes. Internally in the organization, we talk to one another, and I'll say, I won't ever be homeless. And I know that I won't be homeless because I've got mom, dad, aunts, uncles.
Exactly. You have a support system, right?
Cousin, friends who will help ensure that my family has somewhere to go. And so reconstructing that for the clients that we serve is critical to their long-term stability. Moms who may have an issue with childcare and need to go to work and need to have someone that they can call to help them with their babies, right? Same thing for dads or grandparents. If they're sick and they need to get to the doctor or the clinic, they don't have a transportation. And so how can they build that social support system?
A lot of people have family, they have community that will support them, right? So let's say 50%, right, of San Antonians are at risk of becoming homeless. But in essence, some of those members of the community of San Antonio have a safety net, but some of them don't. And that's what you're addressing.
Building that sort of safety net. That's really the resources that SAMMinistries provides, is a safety net for our community and some of our most vulnerable neighbors. It's not just about the housing. It's not just about food or clothes. It's also about connections with people. It's people who believe in them.
Absolutely.
It's creating a sense of hope that families and individuals rely on to look for a brighter tomorrow.